People might hear me say, I don't believe in good or bad, and I'm gonna put it in perspective for you. With anything in life, there's a polarity to it. There's a polarity to it. I was burping, my bad. There's a polarity to it. And the polarity is not the item itself. The polarity is the mindset you have around this object, like how you treat this object, how you use this object, how you like give this object space. It's not the object. It's not the object at all. Because with us having will, we do, and we choose to do constantly. We make decisions constantly. In the midst of making these decisions, we're making these decisions of these newer experiences or repeating experiences. We're feeling the feeling that it makes us like that we create inside of us. Like our subconscious is the feeling that we feel about the things in the world. It's not the world not giving you a feeling. The feeling comes from within you. The thoughts about certain things come from the world as well. Like, and I don't believe in good and bad because the word, like, okay, so let's talk about the word taboo. Taboo is like a group of people love experiencing this one thing. It does something to them. It makes them feel really good. And that could even be experiencing pain to feel good. Now, things are taboo because you have traditions in different parts of the world. You have different people, different, like we all experience different things. Like taboo is simply how you were raised. Like I wasn't raised the same as you. That sounds crazy to me. Fuck. But you don't say that to people, you know? Like you can say that to people actually, like you're like that's an authentic way to express something. Like that's my way of expressing it. I don't know what the fuck you talk about, why. But at the end of the day, it's like, okay, well, me personally, I'm like, shit, let's try it. Let's do it. Let's see what it's hitting. Let's see what it's hitting on. Um, but that's just me. I'm curious. Let me get back to the point though. Um, Everything just has a polarity to it, and then so you have the feelings of something that feels good for you, or something that feels not so good for you comes from within, and it's not the physicality of it that makes it what it is. It's how you create meaning of it. And so like if you would into like if you have addictions, which a lot of us do, like it's not a lot. We all have our things that we indulge in, love to indulge in. And then like that, the addictions also have polarities to it, because you can be addicted to being lazy, and there's like something that you need to do, and there's something you need to be involved in. There's something you need to try, experience. And yeah, but like let's talk about addictions on the negative end, like foods and like drugs, a lot of these things aren't actually bad for you. But in the world, like with everything having tax, it's like a lot of shit can be like, okay, it's okay that smoke cigarettes and have tobacco, and history is being used consistently. I'm gonna say that. And even probably to a point where, you know, there's like, there's not an actual addiction. It's just like, it's part of society. So they use it for more of a ceremonial or ritualistic, for a purpose type, type ordeal. And then, but now it's like, with let's talk about America. It's like these are stimuli to us to escape the reality that's been given to us, that it seemed that we can't escape, and to indulge in a tobacco product that's been manufactured. Man, like, look at the word manufactured. Like, it ain't fracture, it's facture, but it's fracture. Like, it sounds like fractured. So, like, just look at the word. That shit sounds crazy. And it's right in front of us. So it's like, this shit not bad for you. This shit been on Earth most likely before we been here, and or like food. Like, when you talk about food, like in history, before the dramatic part of history, it's fruits, vegetables. You got animals here, you got carnivores, herbivores, and then like people start coming around. You get the manufacturing shit, like setting up events in safe houses for these events, to be like, okay, here's a comfort zone that this group of people can benefit off of another group of people because of this comfort zone. And all right, at this point, this video kind of everywhere, but it all makes sense to me in my head. To be in a constant state of a comfort zone is not natural. That's very passive. In nature, everything is very unpredictable, but at the same time, it's very predictable when you are in tune with nature. We are all supposed to be in tune with nature. Like, the way society been ran, and I'm gonna say it now, this shit about over with. Like, okay, we can keep the houses and the power structure. Like, if anything, we about to upgrade this shit. But anyway, the way it's been is like the epitome of unnatural. There are very, like, like looking at the shit, like, okay, this is normal. Okay, we can have housing and electricity and water and, like, comfort, a home, a place to a personal sanctuary for your own atmosphere. That's cool. But what we have is all of these personal sanctuaries are completely interrupted by outside energies that have been taking advantage of us and giving us stimuli and these the stimuli with toxicity in it. So this toxicity, it does something physiologically, or however you say the word, like your physiology, like how you respond to the physicality in your body. Your physiology is how you respond to the physical, and then it's like how your body responds to it, and then it relates to how your psychological respond to it. So it's like what we've been receiving are attacks in like levels, like dimensions. Like these are dimensions, you know, because how you react is a dimension of its own. So it's like everything in front of us is natural, but it's infiltrated with food. It's the added preservatives, the manufactured chemicals to preserve it for unnatural amounts of time. And the drug, like even the drugs too, because like we consume these things. The weed that's out here is produced in mass, in crazy masses, manufactured mass, like with chemicals. The damn, what else? Oh, like entertainment is all readily available. Like the type of knowledge that is put in the world, the type of like just what people think they fucking know based off of some crazy fucked up perspective, like not even close type perspective. And it's like there's no close or nearby to just living, to being alive. Like it's here and now. It's right here right now. But yeah, I don't believe in good and bad. I believe in being consciously, like living consciously. Like if your natural response is to go the fuck off and wail out and burn bridges, do that shit. Do that shit. If you passive and you just can't take it and you want to kill yourself, do that shit. Make it easier for everybody else. You know what I'm saying? It's like, because it's really not that fucking hard. To just experience who you are, experience people around you, and just let that shit be. We are not like all the toxicity that's manufactured. It creates blockages because and it's all in the language, the witchcraft, like the density that's held within the vibration of certain words, and that the vibrations, they carry their density from our intentions. The density comes from our intentions, how we view it, how we react to it. Like, are we being dense with this stimuli? Like, am I being too stubborn, too greedy, too, like, pleasurable about it? Like, or like too prideful. Like it's in the vibe, like the sound. But you can use everything around you to just have the other end of the vibrational light spectrum, because the red is the densest and the ultraviolet is the lightest. And you just have to change your perspective on things, like your mind. Like, if like like you, and it is your mind, you can create an entire fantasy, and you will see, like, you can create a fantasy in your head, and you will see that fantasy translate into your reality in ways that, like, it's a synchronicity. It'll translate into a synchronicity. You're like, oh, type shit, you know. You can do that with anything, and in doing that, you'll create a reason to either get out of something or get into something. I'm gonna end the video here though, because I gotta take this phone call.